And hello again, this is John Quiz, Paladin Academy. This is lesson 10.1b, second part of worksheet 1 of lesson 10, simplifying radicals. This is my third time trying to do this because I keep making mistakes when I do this. So hopefully the third time's a charm. So remember, square root, 3 is the square root of 9 because 3 squared is 9. If I take the square root of 9, I get 3 because 3 squared is 9. Okay, rule then is if I take the square root of x squared, I get x. Very important. Or the second root of x squared is x. So then the principle applies to nth roots. Nth root of a to the n is a. Examples, the third root of x to the third is x. The fourth root of x to the fourth is x. No, the sixth root of x to the sixth is x. So also I want to talk about the third root of -1 is -1. The reason being is because, -1 to the third power is -1. It's -1 times -1 times -1. Times -1 is -1 because 3 negatives make a negative and 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so if I substitute in here, and this is right here, I put this, I get that, right? Well, remember this rule here, the third root of a cube is x, so this becomes, the x is the -1, so it becomes -1. I do that because of this negative here. Okay, so let's start in. So I'm going to take 162 and I'm going to factor it. So I get 2, and I get 81, and I get 9. 9 times 9. 81 is 9 times 9. I get 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. So I get the fourth root of 2 times 3 to the fourth power. I can split that. And this becomes the fourth root of 2 times the fourth root of 3 to the fourth. And that cancels. And so I get 3 times the fourth root of 2. So this is 3 times the fourth root of 2. And that's it. And I might come back and prove that. Well, okay, I'm going to talk about the way you do this on a calculator. The way you have to do it is you have to say, because of the fact that I can use what we call fractional exponents. 162 to the 1/4 power is the same as the fourth root. And we'll get to that later. And this is like 2 to the 1/4 power. Okay. And if I used a calculator, I could prove that this is true. I could take 162, and I have to use this caret. This caret key is the exponent key. And I'm going to put 1/4 in there. 1 divided by 4. And I get this, 3.567, so forth. And then if I take 3 times 2 to the 1/4, 1 divided by 4. I'm doing the parentheses because otherwise he might think that this is to the first, and then I divide that answer by 4. So put the parentheses, make sure that he knows I'm taking the whole the 1/4 power. Notice I get the same answer, exactly the same. And then if I took that answer and I took it to the fourth power, I should get 162, right? And I do. Okay. So that's that. I'm gonna kill this off. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Let's see what else. Let's take red. So I'm gonna take the third root of -1 times 16 times a to the 6th, b to the 8th. So this is going to be a third root of negative 1. And I'm going to make that negative 1 to the third. Because I'm going to bring this negative, I'm going to make negative 1. Because I have to do something with that negative. It's either going to work or not work. So I'm going to, if I make it a negative 1, I've eliminated my working with it. Okay, now 16, I have to take 16 and see, that's 4 times 4, right? Well, I know that's 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, so I'm going to take the third root of 2 to the third times 2. And then this is a to the third, a to the third. And this is getting in the way. And then I'm going to get b to the third, b to the third, b to the second. 6, yeah. So now I am going to take, this is negative 1. This, I'm going to just split it. This cancels, and I get 2, right? Times 2 times the third root of 2. This guy is to the first, so that's there. And this guy becomes a, and this guy becomes a. And then I got 2 b's, b and b, and then the third root of b squared, right? So I can now say this is negative 1 times 2 is negative 2, a squared, b squared. This is a squared, this is b squared. And then I got the third root of 2b squared, because I can't do anything with that. And that's the answer. Okay. Done with that. Let's see, can I take that? Yeah, I'll move this over here. Move that out of the way, kill that off. Okay, so last one. Let's go with that. So 4, 4, 8. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Well, I know 2 goes into that. 2, 2, 4. 2 goes into that. 1, 1, 2. 2 goes into that. 56. 56 times 2 is 12. When we carry 10, 11. Yeah. So then this equals that. So then this is 7 times 8. Well, 8 is 4 times 2. This is 2 times 2. Notice that I now have 6 2's. Here's 6 2's and a 7. Right? 6 2's and a 7. So I have the 6th root of 2 to the 6th times 7. X to the 6th times x to the first here. Y to the 6th, y to the 6th, y to the first, right? Okay, so now I'm going to cancel. I'm going to split here. These are going to be by them. This is going to be by itself here. So I'm going to get 2. This cancels. I get 2 x. This guy cancels. This guy cancels. This guy cancels. 2x y y. This is y here, and this is y here. The 6 is canceled. And then I get the 6th root of 7 and a y, which gives me 2xy squared, 6th root of 7y. And that's what that is. Yep. And so, whoops, listen, that's it. I don't think I can. So that it's a little hard, I know, but in fact, it took me 3 times to get this right. So that's it for this lesson. Thanks.